Good day, good day, good day. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Otlichno. And when I say another, I mean yes, just another plain old episode of Minecraft with absolutely nothing fishy going on. So last week we did something pretty impractical with armor stands. You know, it's pretty interesting how armor stands can do all of this fancy schmancy stuff. But are there other applications for it? Personally, I think armor stands are absolutely great in terms of the aesthetic values that they offer. Like, take a look at this. This is my first set of iron armor ever, and I have it on a dabbing armor stand. Now, I think things like this are pretty neat, but there's also just a bit more that they could probably offer. So I was thinking, maybe if it's possible, we could just move multiple armor stands at the same time, but there should be like a super easy way of doing it. So here I have my paper bag. Yes, the paper bag that I have with the inscriptions of this book over here, the statues book. So if I look at the pages of the statues book, I can move armor stands. And then when I moved the contents of the pages into the paper bag, I was able to, you know, move armor stands just by looking at them, which was super cool. But what if I could automate the process even further? What would happen? I'm gonna show you something interesting. Here I have a dragon head that I picked up in the end during my first trip to the end. When you put a dragon head on your head, if you move, the dragon head moves. So heads are actually capable of like collecting kinetic energy, performing based on that input of energy. So the dragon head is making this chewing motion just as I'm putting energy into the head by walking around. So just by putting any sort of energy into a decapitated head, they are able to perform basic actions. So are heads capable of moving armor stands? I'd have to say, probably. For example, the silverfish is a mob that modifies and breaks blocks, and it interacts with entities by attacking them. But hey, TMAN, how are you going to make a silverfish read a book, and don't you have to walk around to make that happen if you actually make it happen? As a matter of fact, no, I have found a way to circumvent that. Take a look at this. It's a beacon. And you know what beacons do? They sit on piles of gems, on piles of diamonds, or iron, or gold, or emerald, and they just launch energy into the sky while emitting a field of special potion-like effects. It's pretty much an infinite source of energy. Because it's capable of outputting so much energy, it should also stand to reason it's capable of containing large amounts of energy. In my hand here, I have a nether star, which is the key component in building a beacon. If I use a nether star to store energy, which I can then use to activate a head, which can then observe and activate the contents of armor stand modifying books, I essentially create an automated armor stand moving device. So to make this device, I'm going to need a nether star, a silverfish head, several pieces of iron, several diamonds, and one copy of an armor stand book. And with that, I have crafted the device needed to move multiple armor stands at once in an automated fashion. Oh, but where is the device? It's not in your inventory. No, I'm actually wearing it right now on myself as a belt. Behold my special belt. I'm thinking of calling it a henshin belt. Henshin is Japanese for transformation, and armor stands moving across 3D space are transformed or translated through space, which is pretty cool, I guess. So with the belt and the paper bag on at the same time, I'm thinking of doing something really cool. Now, hey, armor stands have a pretty interesting application in that they are totally invincible when they're invisible. What would happen if I kept invisible armor stands overlapped with my body? That would pretty much be like a super armor. But then at the same time, it would be also cool if, I could see the armor around me. Like, it's invisible armor, I get that, but I can't make it move perfectly in an animated fashion without being able to see it. So I'm thinking I'm going to have a customized set of armor for the armor stand as it surrounds me. So there's going to be maybe 2 layers of armor stands, one that's invisible that protects me for everything, and then another kind of inside just to give me a visual indicator of where the armor stand parts are. Oh, but there's something that I forgot to account for. Hey, Tim, where are you going to get all the kinetic energy to store into your belt to perform the action? Ah, there you are. Hi-ho, Bronze. For those of you too young to remember, this is my donkey, Bronze. I've had to keep him underground for a bit because I think people were riding him without permission, which is kind of weird. I mean, they didn't hurt him, but it is kind of weird. So if I have my belt on and I'm riding Bronze, as I'm riding Bronze, that should add kinetic energy to the belt, and I should be able to use it for armor stand things. Cool armor stand things. So yeah, I'm gonna be riding around, charging up my ride-powered belt, and we'll see how this goes. Oh no, there's a creeper here at spawn. I don't have the weapons to take it out now. I better activate my belt.
Oh, Henshin!
Ha! It worked! My belt has synchronized me with the special set of armor stands. This creeper will be no match for me in hand-to-hand combat.
Rider kick!
With strength and speed augmented from the power of the silverfish, armor stands, and paper bags in his special belt, he transforms into the new protector of Otlichno. Charging his powers by riding on horseback, this hero came to be known as
TMAN Rider.